Here we're given an image and a pre-image, and we're asked to determine the translation that occurred. So the pre-image is your starting point, and then there was this translation that occurred that gave us the image there in green. So we are going to start with the points of our pre-image. In order to find out what translation occurred, what I'd recommend you do is pick one of the endpoints here, and then you need to identify which of the points on our image corresponds to this. Now with translations, the image always stays in the same orientation. It's always going to be kind of pointing in the same direction. It's not twisted or rotated at all. So this is the point that corresponds, the top one on the right. So we want to think, how do I get from my pre-image red dot to my image red dot? Well, you can't just say, we went like this. You can only move up and down. So let's think, how many units up are we going from our pre-image to our image? If you count those, you see that we're going up 6 units. How far to the left are we going from our pre-image to get to our image? If you count those boxes, we see that we're moving to the left 9 units. So you could answer this question saying we're going up 6 to the left 9, or let me show you another way you can represent this. We're going to start off just with an XY coordinate. We want to think, how does the XY coordinate change when we translate it up 6 to the left 9? So up 6, is that going to change our X coordinate or our Y coordinate? Well, the Y coordinate goes, the Y axis goes up and down. So moving it up 6 is changing the Y coordinate. Is it making our Y coordinate bigger or smaller? Well, if you think of the Y axis and it being labeled, as you move up, the numbers get bigger. So moving up 6 changes the Y coordinate by adding 6. Now moving to the left, 9 is going to change our X coordinate because the X axis moves to the left and right. If you think of the X axis as you move to the left, does it get bigger or smaller? It gets smaller. So we're going to take our X coordinates and subtract 9 if we are moving it to the left 9. So this here is another way you can represent a translation by saying moving to the left 9 and up 6.